What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for popping into my slightly early review for the upcoming A24 film, The Legend of Ochi. I saw this film in a Cinemark secret movie series. This was the first one I ever went to, and I was kind of betting on it being this movie, and I kind of worked things out hoping it would be. And once I saw A24 come up on the screen, I said, okay, this is this is the movie, because I didn't know really what the movie was officially going into it. So that was a little nerve-wracking, but finally sitting there seeing the film that does open this weekend. This is a film that takes place in a dystopian island. You don't know where. It's off the coast of who knows, but it's this secluded. It's like Octu from Star Wars. It's just this really secluded island, which also kind of reminded me of The Wicker Man, which is one of my favorite films, The Wicker Man 1973, how that takes place in the middle of nowhere on a random island as well. This film is similar to that, to where it takes place in this secluded, earthy place. And I think that's what I'll say next is this movie looks beautiful. The cinematography is great, but I think what I really enjoyed was the color palette. I think they bumped the contrast up a little bit, and they did something with if they added grain or distortion, I'm not too sure, but there's that like late 70s, early 80s look that this film has. Like it feels like there's a VHS tape that exists of this movie. So it does have a timeless feel to it. Also, you have a movie like E.T., which has a timeless feel to it, which is similar in a sense that this movie is about a little girl who's got to get this creature that she finds. They become friends, and she's got to take it home. That's really what the film is. And along the journey, you have Willem Dafoe as the father, Finn Wolfhard, who's the brother, and you have the mother in the film, which I won't spoil that element of it because I don't think they show it in the trailers. So there's a family dynamic element in the film that I don't think they really marketed either. And it works to an extent, but it didn't fully work for me. There's a couple scenes with the mother in the middle of the movie that I think just kind of slow the film down a little bit. But at the end, I did care about the family and the dynamic and the emotions they were feeling at the end of the movie, even though the whole scenario and the final kind of sequence of the film didn't really care for it. I thought it was kind of laugh worthy and chuckle worthy, just what was happening. I'm, sitting there just kind of dumbfounded that okay, this is going to be the end of the film. It's just a little bizarre to me, but I liked it, and I liked the story, and I thought this little girl who plays Yura, I believe the character's name is Yura, she kind of looks like Yura, the actor Yura Borisov. He was just nominated for the film Nora. She kind of looks like him, and she's a little girl. So, take that how you will. And she also looks like the younger version of Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. It's basically if they were twins, I'd believe it. So that's kind of just what I think. And I didn't think she was great in the movie either. I didn't understand half of her lines, half her dialogue. I didn't understand what she was saying. She was good with the emotion. She pulled it off through the facial expressions and the emotion. She doesn't have a lot of lines. She doesn't have a lot of dialogue. They probably cut a lot of her dialogue because they couldn't understand what she was saying either. But what are you going to do? She's fine, and she's got the best moments. Her best moments are with the creature that is called Ochi, and these Ochi creatures are supposed to be evil. And Willem Dafoe has set up this kind of neighborhood watch of kids, teenagers that go out at night to try to hunt these things down and kill them. Why is he doing that? Well, there's a storyline there. And that's something that leads into the family dynamic of the whole thing. So, like I said, worked for me enough to the point where I left going, yeah, I liked it. It was pretty good, even though it's kind of a slow burn, but I love the feel and I love the tone. And the musical score is so prominent and so classical, and just it feels really old-fashioned and theatrical, the music in the movie, and I really appreciated that. And it's really loud and sweeping and different throughout the movie. I loved the score, and I can see this legitimately getting a Best Original Score nomination because I think it is that prominent. Willem Dafoe also disappears into the role he's got in this movie. Unfortunately, Finn Wolfhard is given nothing to do. His character I really liked, and there was a lot of potential there. So maybe cut some stuff down with the mother, add some more stuff with him. Probably would have worked a little better. At the end of the day, I liked this movie a lot. I didn't know how I would feel about it, but I did like it a lot, even though I didn't really care for the lead actress, Kid. Other than that, I liked the story. I liked the feel and the cinematography and the immersiveness to this movie. It's like you could almost smell the trees while you're watching it. It's like you should be watching this movie in a forest on a projector. Honestly, I feel like that would be the perfect film to do this with. So, and I think it's good for the family. So is this something you're going to see? Who knows? But I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. A loose 4 or 5. I was thinking about giving it a 3.5, but it would have been like a super strong 3.5, so I'm going to give it a loose 4. That's where I'm at with The Legend of Ochi, guys. Comment down below. Do you plan on seeing this film when it comes out? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I've got reviews for The First Accountant, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones up on the channel right now. And we've got reviews for The Accountant 2, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith for its 20th anniversary, Until Dawn, and a bunch more coming in the future. And you can follow me on Twitter and/or X at BrianKing72 and Instagram and TikTok at KingOfRises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for The Legend of Ochi. And until next time, over and out.